For some reason, I've been turning the deadbeat dad thing over in my head. And something struck me about it. And that was this. Men have no reproductive rights. Once a woman gets pregnant, the man has no say. The woman acts unilaterally. And this even applies to married guys. So when your wife, or I guess when you tell me, the wife and I are trying to have a child, we've agreed that it's time to have a baby. That's actually not correct. And the reason it's not correct is because of what I just stated. She's made the decision unilaterally. What she's actually decided is that she wants to have a baby with you. So I don't know if you can agree to something that where you don't have any rights in the decision-making process. I mean, I guess you can agree to it. So yeah. Same thing applies if you have a girlfriend. And, both of you reach the decision that you'd like to have a baby together. I'm reiterating it because I think it's important. That really what's happening is she's agreed, or not she's agreed, but she's decided that she wants to have a baby with you. Somehow it's more palatable, I guess, if it looks like you both agree to have the baby. And, I could see some people arguing, well, no, we really did agree. But if that's the case, imagine how you would feel if you agreed to have a baby, she got pregnant, and then decided that she was going to have an abortion, or put the child up for adoption, or give it away. Without the legal means to fight it, that agreement goes out the window. It doesn't mean anything. So anyway, I was thinking about this deadbeat dad's thing rattling around in my head. And it just kind of struck me that really the elephant in the room in terms of solving the deadbeat dad problem is that, and I'm using air quotes, problem, is that you cannot solve the problem while men have no reproductive rights. Without the man having the right, in other words, let me flip it around. I'm sorry I'm doing this off the cuff, but a man legally needs to be able to say, I will not pay for, support financially or otherwise, or have a relationship with this child. Because if a man could actually say that legally, then you couldn't charge him with not fulfilling his quote-unquote obligation. Now, I don't think this will ever pass into law anywhere. If it was going to happen, it would require a lot of organization on the part of men. But I don't think the government, the courts, or women would let it happen. But it's not just the fact that men would have the ability to say no that would help the problem. The other thing that would help the problem is just women having the knowledge that a man had the legal ability to say no. Would help. Some women obviously wouldn't think about it. And that's just human nature. Sometimes we do things we don't think about. This is not specific to women themselves. But for some women, they would think about it. Think about the tennis player, Boris Becker, for example. He has to pay some ridiculous amount of child support because he had sex with a woman, I think, in a kitchen or a pantry or once or whatever, right? She got pregnant. And as a result of this, she's got to pay for the next 18 years. I'm not so sure she would have even bothered to have the baby if Mr. Becker could say no. I don't even know if she would have bothered to let Mr. Becker, for example, know that she was pregnant. So I guess, you'd really... we need to change the law. Men, if we want rights, reproductive rights, that's one of the things we have to do. Men have to have the ability to say no. And I wish I could dig up where I saw this statistic. But in the U.S., apparently, before the birth control pill, the number of accidental pregnancies was actually lower than after the pill. And I don't think that this is because women didn't know how to take the pill. I think that this is because that was also a point in time where a man could walk away. It was easy to walk away. And some men did. We know that. So those are my thoughts on the issue. Anyway, I've just been, like I said, rattling it around in my head. I'd really appreciate some feedback. Maybe I'm off my rocker. I don't know. Thanks. Have a good day.